Shalom Yasharala. All right. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, as well as all other elders that teach the exact same thing. Only citations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000. Shalom. It's basically like a impromptu. You know, just like flowing in the spirit, like the Akim like to say. And it's based on, you know, just trying to stay, you know, locked in the spirit as much as possible. And particularly, I just I just came from getting something to drink, taking a drive, getting something to drink, and there was a guy, looked like a guy that appears to be a Jake, appears to be an Israelite. In the Wawa, I went to Wawa. He was in the Wawa parking lot as I was leaving out. Matter of fact, I think I saw him when I went in, but I didn't really think about it too much. But when I came, because I didn't look at him like that. I think I noticed he was asleep, or I may have just noticed someone was in the car and didn't really think too much to look. But when I came out, the guy was knocked out. He was knocked out. Dolo, and it ain't look like he was waiting for nobody. You know, and so the spirit had me think, you know, like you know, coming from the hood. Oh, this nigga slipping. He wilding. I mean, he just sleeping. He just went to sleep randomly anywhere. You know, that's so then I went from that thought to it could be one of two things. Either he really tired as hell. It looked like he had a uniform shirt on, so more than likely he not from out of town, because that's a possibility. You know, he could be driving in between states, you know, tired as hell from driving or whatever. Some people got a condition where they just go to sleep, like they just, like if they get too comfortable, I forget what you call it, but like it's some type of condition where you just fall asleep. You don't even know you fell asleep. Oh shit. Like you keep randomly falling asleep. I don't know what you call it, but that's a condition. But so I don't know. But another great possibility is where my mind went was, damn, shit just must be that rough at home. Shit just must be that rough at home for and it be like that. It really be like that. You know, the scripture say I'd rather dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman or something like that, and with a lion or something like that than in a wild house. You know, it's really. I remember. And that's why all right, I don't want to be scatterbrained. Keep order with what it is that I'm saying. I remember, in particularly, going through bullshit with my Eve, staying with my Eve, staying with my Eve, and when you stay with Eve, when you stay with your woman, and the lease is in her name, that shit is not good. That shit is not good, because you can't allow these bitches, these women, these unstable creatures that have leverage over you. The more leverage they got over you, the more they gonna shit on you. Straight up. The more leverage they got on you, the more they gonna shit on you. That's why you wanna have your own car, your own source of income. You know, as a man, you should want that anyway. But it's so rough for the Israelite man that you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then the way we raise, that's a reliable source of income. Just depending on your Eve, depending on your woman. You know, you in a relationship with somebody, you know, and you know, y'all really together, and you know, y'all intimate with each other. At the end of the day, y'all become one. You know, naturally, whatever whatever your woman possessions are belongs to you. You know, naturally. You know, but these women flip the script. Esau allowed these women to flip the script, and you know, she hit you with shit like, what's yours is mine's, what's mine's is mine's. But anyways, you want to have your own shit. You want to have your own spot, your own source of income. You know, if possible, you want to work at these things as a man. Your own place, you know, your own apartment, your own space where you know, you could, so as though you don't have to live with the woman, because under certain circumstances, more times than not, the Israelite man is not doing as well, or not doing as well as the Israelite woman, and not willing to, you know, receive benefits, you know, going to the government and trying to take advantage of these resources, because it's like a man feel like they begging. I mean, you know, you don't want to have pride. If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. You gotta swallow your pride. But naturally, a man just not willing to do that as much as the woman. The woman is, you know, that's a part of her motherfucking game plan as a teenager. If all else fails, I will be on welfare. But getting back to the point, these women cannot. You don't want these women to have leverage, because it creates an environment of hell. If you're not hustling, you know, not even necessarily selling drugs, if you're not putting a great effort, depending on your Eve, depending on your woman, if you're not putting a great effort into trying to bring in some type of income, it's not a good look. It's only but so long that she gonna deal with that shit. And her name on the lease, your name not on the lease, that's grounds to kick you out of what's supposed to be your house. And they know that, and they do that shit on purpose. They thrive off of having leverage. You know, they trained and raised it to conduct themselves the way that they conduct themselves. To capitalize off of a man and the children that she can get, that she can convince the man to give her. So you want to keep the leverage as much as possible. You want to have your own shit. You want a woman to stay with you, your name on the lease, you know, so you could kick her out if need be. You know, a woman under them circumstances, you know, it's a whole different ball game. They still fucking crazy as hell. They still, depending on who they is, depending on how manly you are, and how much you know, how well you put your foot down, and you know, if you ain't simping, you know, anyways, I remember having to resort to she got big as hell. I remember having to resort to sleeping in the fucking car, man. Sleeping in the hospital parking lot. You know, good thing I had a car, man. That shit was everything too. Like, I ain't wanna have to do it, but I did that shit, man. I did that shit. I went and bought me a motherfucking sleeping bag. I went and bought me a sleeping bag from Walmart. You know what I mean? Cause I think it was wintertime. Like, man, this bitch think I'm about to have to whip me. I gotta deal with this shit. Crazy as hell. I'm about to get my ass right in this motherfucking car. Cold as hell with a motherfucking sleeping bag. I was good too. Right in the back of the Durango. And I had I was trying to flip cars and shit at the time. I had a LS, a Lincoln LS or whatever. That shit was fucked up though. I couldn't move out of the parking lot. What's good? You alright?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, so I couldn't move the Lincoln at some point, or maybe a matter of fact, I think it was a Magnum, a Dodge Magnum. I couldn't drive that shit at all. It was a totally bad investment trying to do that flipping car shit. But you know, all things of the Lord. I'm glad I made it through that predicament. You know, without hurting somebody. It was a number of incidents where I could have, you know, this is the type of shit, you know, the Israelite man have to deal with. You know, getting into all types, the possibility of you getting into a problem or altercation with another Israelite man in this society, especially in the hood, is great. And then with all the bullshit you gotta deal with whatever you going through in life, your woman, your children, right? You know, all of those emotions as a man, you know, it's just like if it wasn't for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, you know, you'll be just like these niggas. And these niggas, they take their anger out on the other Israelite man, you know, the first opportunity they get. So I'm just glad, you know, I was able to get through those times without bugging, without wilding out and doing some dumb shit to get myself locked the fuck up. Even if it's, you know, cause Eve, man, she know how to press the motherfucking buttons, boy. She know how to do it. She know how to get you out of character, and you gotta just get the fuck away from that bitch. You know what I mean? So getting back to me seeing the guy on Wawa, I just was thinking that like damn, like shit, is that real? You know, cause you be so numb to shit. You know, it's hell. It's so much things to complain about, so much things to talk about, but you be so numb to shit, numb to things, and how, you know, it's just like it is what it is. I mean, you keep the prayers up. I mean, we ask the Lord to just deliver us from out of here, and you know, it just give you the spirit to be able to endure all these things, and you just get numb after a while, so, until you see certain things like, damn, like it's really like that out here. Like, it's like you really gotta just be subject or resort to just sleeping in the car some motherfucking times, you know. And a lot of times it has something to do with that fucking woman, man. Whether it's your mother, your daughter, your significant other, right? 9 times out of 10, it's centered around that goddamn woman, man. Because if these women was in order and in line, things would not be halfway as bad as it is in this world, man. You know. But anyways, I don't want to be ranting for too long. This about to be 15 minutes. But Lord willing to, you know, this help be helpful. You know, you gotta be on point out here, man. You know, with how you you know, understanding that you're an Israelite man, you believe in Yahweh Shem Shah, you putting your best foot forward in efforts of keeping the Heavenly Father pleased with your actions, with how you conducting yourself, you know, and as long as you're doing that, then you know you have much more value to yourself. You have much more going on for yourself. Your worth is much greater than these niggas, man. The average man out here. And so you have to what the scripture say, I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. You know, the most precious, that the elect men, those who have potential of being the elect, are the most precious possessions on the face of the earth and in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. That's how you really gotta, you know, you gotta really be able to see things in that perspective, understand your worth humbly, right? Because we don't know until we know, right? But if you know, you have to, even outside of being a man, period, right? This is how a man should conduct himself, because a man is a commodity, if that's the right word, is one of the most important resources in life, period. To you know, because what you have the men of the rest of the nations, they're worth as just as much as the Israelite man is amongst their family, amongst their nation. You know, it's just that the Lord just so happened to put the nation of Israel above all other nations, so our value and our worth is much greater, you know. But as a man, period, you know, you have to understand your value, you have to understand your worth, and you have to protect yourself and set boundaries, you know, so that you won't be subject to being boxed in the corner. You won't be subject to a person to be able to get you to the point where you sleeping in the car, you don't really care. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You don't really care too much about what can happen to you, because you so fed up with shit. And that's what the street life, the whole street life really is about. You know, a Israelite man, he grow up having a rough time under his mom, right? And you get so tired of that shit. It's just like, man, I'd rather risk my life, you know, living this extreme lifestyle where a lot of people go to jail and get hurt, be committed to that lifestyle outside all day than to have to stay under your roof, you know. And it becomes the same thing with women. With women outside of, you know, all women. You know, it could be, you know, it could be your woman, your mom, or your daughter. But you know, a man, the Israelite man, tends to go robbing, right? Go killing people. Go selling drugs to his own people, standing outside on the corner, standing outside on the block, riding around, you know, with no license, and attempt temp tag, smoking weed all day, you know, with a bunch of drugs and a gun on them. They rather live that lifestyle than, or whatever. They rather live that lifestyle, which is on the edge, than to be in a house with a woman who is nagging and manipulative. You know, these women, they want to make a slave out of your ass, man. These women is under the vibration of the devil himself. You know, the ultimate slave master. Because what? This slavery term was the worst, and it's not over yet. It's the worst captivity we've been in thus far. And these devils have been the ultimate slave masters. So that's it. I ain't gonna ramble too much longer. I hope it was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of great millstones, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.